Hello, US 101 class. Welcome to week two and part two. And so there's just a few things that I want to clarify with this. So, first of all, hang in there. Don't give up. It's okay. Some of you have communicated with me and asked, due to circumstances, about late work and things like that. Remember, communication is golden. So, um, uh, but in any case, Uh, some of you, I wrote in the notes to your papers in particular, or sometimes something in your notes. Like some of you were not typing your notes. Some of you have not, are not doing the citations or putting the dates, like I've had as examples in the previous uh, um, announcements. And if you remember, I said early on, don't rely on Canvas strictly for this class. To get onto your laptop and take a look, because you're not going to see that I've been giving you feedback, and I maybe didn't give you even grade your papers yet. So if you have a Sunday paper and it's not graded yet, I wrote some notes to you um, that you needed to change something. And so now you're turning in another paper tonight and you didn't know maybe what I told you earlier, and you might be coming across the same problem. So I'll let you, I'll work with you on this, but please kind of try to stay on top of looking and seeing uh, um, if I had any feedback for you. Or if you have a zero or a grade that you don't think is fair, make sure you look at the comments, especially in the beginning part of our class. I'm not going to give you a grade without help, a low grade or no grade, without giving you a chance to fix it, because I think that's fair, right? When you're starting a class, you're trying to get used to different things in the class, and so I want to be able to help you and make sure that you're able to get all of that figured out now, okay? And so I am very flexible, but we need to figure this out now, because you don't want to have to correct several assignments. Maybe just fix a few things here, get an understanding of it, and then you can just start getting full points because you're following the formula of stuff. So please keep that in mind. Um, and so that's the main thing I wanted to say on that. Any other things? Um, so you'll notice that this next Sunday paper is an extra credit option. Okay, so it's optional. It's not required. Okay. Um, I don't allow for extensions, generally speaking, though, on extra credits. So extra credit is something that you're going to get turning it in on time, or we're going to move forward with it because it's not required. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And some of the material that I've shown you. Oh yeah, so I want to remind you. This is what I wanted to say. Um, I have these links, and sometimes I cover a world history topic, right? And this is U.S. History 101. But my training was originally in focusing on Asia and the Islamic world, and to do something outside of U.S. history. What I thought would be very helpful, and it seems to me, and I see in your comments, this is the case, that um, when you learn that South Korea had a long legacy of slavery, even if it was done in many ways different than here, it helps you get you more of a perspective. It takes American history out of isolation. And so that's what I've been wanting to do. This is the problem I have with the way that American history is often approached. We think we're the greatest, or we think we're the worst. We Americans tend to go for superlatives. And the reason is because we don't even have anything else to compare. I will see like discussions, even in politics, about a topic. I'll give you an example about universal health care in America, for example, in the United States, as I say specifically. And I was listening to people talk about it as if it wasn't done anywhere else, when all other Western nations and nations that are not Western have been using some form of universal education, of universal health care. Some is socialist, some is not. I mean, in Germany, going back to the 19th century, for example, but then acting as if it was never done, and then we're going to look like North Korea if we switch to it. And so I just kind of find it like laughable and sad. And I realized like, oh, if everybody just understood world history better and was when we're seeing a U.S. history outside of it, you still may disagree with a certain thing or say you don't want the system or you do want, but you wouldn't be so ignorant of the world outside of our nation, right? And so, and I'm gonna post with this one. There's a TV show or a movie from South Korea called Slave Hunter, and it shows that history is still even mixed into popular entertainment there. So there's an awareness of that. I'll also occasionally post some things that are not going to be required because you guys are doing so much, but maybe are going to be relevant to like modern historical things, looking at this U.S. history and helping you just kind of again connect the dots of the broader picture of American history. So I hope you're finding that helpful, and I'll leave it there. And thank you for all of the condolences, and they're coming from so many of you on the announcements. I appreciate it, and I am doing my best right now to step up and be there for you guys, answer questions as quick as I can, help address anything, and try to grade quicker so that you can see where you're at in this class with your grades. Okay? All right. So have a great rest of your week and upcoming weekend. And again, contact me if you need anything, got any questions.